Culture Club, brought to you by Hanum, the freshest bottled water made in Guam.
My name is Kaylee Villasoto, and my stage name is KPV, and I'm just a musician.
I'm Kiko Yamashita, and I'm a musician, audio engineer, and producer.
Well, I started singing at 8. I joined my first band at 11. It was the Mount Carmel Phoenix Stage Band. So I've been performing since I was a young girl. It's what I've been doing.
I went to Mount Carmel in 4th grade. I started to learn the ukulele, and then eventually that grew into playing guitar, and then I played with the Mount Carmel Phoenix Stage Band. Then we ventured out into doing stuff with 444 and KPV and the homies.
Ever since I was a young girl, music just always been it for me. Of course I love playing with my cousins, like playing with sports and all of that, but music always hit a special spot for me. I never understood why, it just happened like that. So I'm just fortunate that I can continue to keep doing it today. As I'm 23 now, started when I was 8. It's been a journey, but I've always loved music. I love singing. It always meant everything to me, honestly.
I love that I can work with so many different artists in different ways, whether it be being their producer here in the studio or live engineering for them, or being a call-in guitarist, session guitarist. I love the collaborative aspect of music and our industry. So we both grew up playing in the Mount Carmel Phoenix Stage Band. And down at Mount Carmel, they made it it was a big priority to learn Chamorro music and sing Chamorro music at our concerts and stuff. And so the first time I played a Chamorro song, I had to have been in 4th grade. And at the time, I may not have known like the weight that it had on me and the impact that it would have later on in life. Like today, we still play Chamorro music. And the feeling it evolves. Back then, I wasn't sure, what playing Chamorro music made me feel. And now it's like every single time we play a Chamorro song, it's like, there's so little people that sing this music relatively to the rest of the world, and this is like our music. And that makes me feel amazing. Yeah.
I believe my first memory was at my grandma's novena. Like my grandma Dee, like she loved to sing, and I remember my first memory is singing the Chamorro hymns in her novena, and my grandma has her favorites, so we only sang her favorites. And that was my first memory, but being able to grow up from that and keep singing Chamorro, it definitely means probably the world to me, because that's our culture. Like he said, like this is our music. There's no other music like it. This is from our people, our roots, and being able to just keep doing that and sharing that, it's beautiful.
So I grew up in a very Chamorro family. My mom has 14 siblings, and every single one of them speaks Chamorro, and my mom spoke to my youngest brother, Pedro. His first language was Chamorro, so I was around that. I wasn't lucky enough to be that where Chamorro was my first language, but I did learn a lot from listening to them speak, and then now I can understand almost fluently, and I think it's very important. It opens up a whole nother side of just communicating with people that are from Guam or speak Chamorro. Or
I believe it's important because our culture is what makes us us. Like, we are our values, we are our beliefs, we are our traditions, and there's no other culture out there that is 100% like us. And I think we take pride in that we call Guam home, and just the culture that follows with it. I think it's so important, and we take pride in that.
Yeah, I don't think there's a definitive line of enough. I think there are people trying, and there are people that could try a little more, and there are people that pull the load for so many other people. Shout out to Joe Garrido. We love Joe, and we love his music, and thankfully we've worked a lot with him, and I feel like that was one of the ways that we helped preserve our culture and grow it even more.
Yeah. I think that's a beautiful thing because we can look back and say culture was what it was back then, and it's also so great that us, the current generation, we can find new ways to share our culture and share our pride, and yeah.
Hafid everyone, I'm Kiko.
And I'm KPV, and we are proud to be a part of KUAM's Culture Club.
Culture Club, brought to you by Hanum, the freshest bottled water made in Guam.